my channel. My name is Chamaka Blessing Namani, and I'm super excited to have you all on board. Okay, this is my first official video on YouTube, and I can't tell you how super excited I am. I'm glad I'm finally doing this after all the procrastination. Yes, I did a lot of procrastination. I will next year. Okay, my dad's name is Chijoke Chukudubem Nnamani. My late mom was Mrs. Patience Nnamani. May her soul rest in perfect peace. And I'm the first child. I have two beautiful siblings from my late mom, Miracle Ifesinachi Nnamani and Favor Norma Nnamani. My dad remarried, and I have the most amazing stepmom ever. Like, when you see us walking on the street, you won't even know she's my stepmom. You think she's my elder sister because she has been so good, so kind. We don't have any quarrel. We don't, like, when my dad wanted to marry her, we were like scared. We were like skeptical, like, stepmom. Hope she's not going to come and turn us to house girls or all that thing. But she came and she proved to everyone that she was really she was really a mother, not really a stepmom. She was a match made in heaven. And when I look at her sometimes, I see my mom in her. The way she advises me, the way she cautions me, the way she corrects me, the way she wants to see me grow, the way she prays for me. It's something my mom always does. And I remember I had a dream when my mom told me, when she died, I think a few weeks after her death, I saw her in my dream. She told me she was going to come back, and then I had a stepmom. So I felt, okay, maybe my mom came back through my stepmom. Well, okay, aside that, currently I'm in Kano State, Nigeria, in the northern part of Nigeria. I know most people will be like, Kano? Yeah, Kano, center of commerce. They call it Tumbingiwa, called the Mekazo Amphika. Oh my God, it means whatever you come with in Kano, there's someone that's greater than you in that. Like, if you say you're a trader, you come to Kano, you meet other people that are trading, that do the business more than you do. You are a musician, you come to Kano, you see people that are better than you. So whatever it is you bring into the table in Kano State, there's someone ahead of you already in the game. That's what they see. Okay, I was born and brought up in Aba, Abia State. I did my primary school in Christian Pentecostal Academy. I relocated to Kano 2006. I did my secondary school in Federal Government College, Kano. And I proceeded to School of Nursing and Midwifery, Osasa, Zaria, Kaduna State. Yes. I can remember the first time I was in Onisha. Onisha is in Anambra State. It's in the eastern part of Nigeria, where I went to stay with my dad's younger sister for vacation. And then he called me one day, like, Chamaka, sister, he said, I want you to enter the next bus to Kano. I was like, Kano? Daddy, I hope everything is fine. He said, yes, everything is fine. Hey, you've been offered admission to, you are going, no, he didn't say offered admission. He said, you're going to sit for an examination in School of Nursing and Midwifery, Osasa. I was like, Osasa? Which country is that? Because obviously I never knew anything like Osasa existed then. So he laughed and he said, Osasa is in Kaduna State, Zaria. I was like, oh, really? Because ideally, I never wanted to go to, I didn't even have a plan of going to School of Nursing. I didn't know there was a thing called School of Nursing. I thought every nurses, every doctors, lab technicians, all of them went through the university. I never knew they had special schools for some certain kind of people. So 3 days before my exam, that was when he called me. I entered the bus the night, and then I got to Kano the next morning. Then the third day, that was the day of the exam, I went to Zaria. Honestly, I wasn't even prepared. I wasn't reading at all. Like, when you say someone has finished school and you drop your books, you don't even know where you kept it. That was exactly what happened to me. I kept my books and I went to Zara. I was like, okay, God, it's in your hands. I am. Whatever happens, happens. I got to the exam hall, wrote my answers, wrote the ones I could answer, the ones I could not answer, I just bounced it. And I was walking majestically out. A week later, I got a message that, oh, you passed the exams and you have to sit for an interview on Monday. Come to Sasa and all that before 10. I was like, Daddy, can you see this message? I was like, what? I said, everyone was happy. I was like, yeah, congratulations. After you tried applying for the universities and it didn't work, thank God this one is work, let's go and all that. And Sunday, I left Zaria, Kano on Saturday. I went to stay with a family friend in Zaria. Then from their place to my school wasn't far, so I went there. I did the interview. But funny enough, let me tell you guys the truth. They asked me a question. I don't know whether it's because I did not want to go through school of nursing. I wanted to go through university. That idea of going to school, serving, wearing your khaki. I think that was the mentality I had. So when they asked me a simple question, I just told them I don't know. And what was this question? They said, "What's the formula for water?" I said, "I don't know." The chief medical doctor was looking at me. He was just smiling. And then he said, "Okay, it's H2O." I said, "Okay, sir, thank you. I've known it now." They asked me what school, what church I attended. They asked me other random questions, but I think that was the professional question they asked me. The other questions were just simple, normal questions that they ask every human being. So they asked me to go. I was like, "Okay, thank God, finally they won't give me the admission." But guess what? God really wanted me to be a nurse, and my name came out among people that were giving admission. They called me to come and collect my admission later, and that was how I got enrolled in School of Nursing. So permit me to introduce to you that I am a nursepreneur, like a real nursepreneur. When I mean nursepreneur, I mean I'm a nurse and I'm an entrepreneur at the same time. So okay. It's not been easy. It wasn't easy for me in School of Nursing because okay, let me say this here. Most of the things I did for my dad. I grew up in this family that were very strict. That was a strict family, my dad especially. So I went to school for him. I loved literature, but because of my dad, I attended science class because when we were growing up, he called us one day and he was like, "You, what do you want to be?" He asked me being the first child. I said, "Dad, I want to be a medical doctor." I said, "Good." He asked my sister said she wanted to be an artist because she's very good in drawing. Oh my God, all hell went loose that day. He was like, what? A typical Nigerian Igbo man would want his daughters or his children to either be a nurse, a doctor, a lawyer, a banker, name it. So when she said she wants to be an artist, he was like, "Is it an artist that will bring food to your table? What? Why won't you look for financial freedom and all that?" So my sister was scared, and our last one said she wanted to be a teacher, who was fine by him. But I had to, since I saw the way he reacted to that, even when I was in secondary school, I had the opportunity of changing course. I fought my way to go to science class. Like, I studied extra hard to be in science class and all that. To God be the glory, paid off. I went to School of Nursing my first year, second year, third year. In second year, I had a demotion. I was demoted for 6 months. I was supposed to graduate with my mates, batch A student, but we couldn't, so I had demotion. I was crying and thinking that, okay, God has forsaken me and all that. I never knew he had a sweet plan for me. And that reminded me of his promises, that the thoughts he has of us are of good and not of evil, to give us an expected end. Most people, when I wrote my council examination and we made it, the first question that popped into my head, which I'm sure is the Holy Spirit that asked, was, "Do you know that if you had written your exam before, you would have failed and you might have been destabilized from writing the second time?" Because in the nursing department, we write the exams, the nursing council exams 3 times. And these 3 times, if you fail the first one, you give another opportunity to rewrite. If you fail the second one, you give an opportunity to rewrite. When you fail the final one, you're going back with any certificate you came with other than School of Nursing certificate. So just imagine your 3 years in School of Nursing has been wasted. For instance, you didn't do any other, maybe you didn't go for a diploma, ND or HND, and you just went from secondary school to secondary school, and you're going straight to the School of Nursing. And you fail this 3 times. That's wasted 3 years of your life, and you fail this council 3 times. That's 6 years, because it's each year they write council exams. That means you're going back with your secondary school certificate. You can imagine the trauma. Like, okay, so I graduated School of Nursing and I did some home services after school. But while I was in school, I discovered makeup. And one of the YouTube videos I watched then was that of Wanya Liu. I watched one of her video and I downloaded it. That was the first. Before watching the video, I had this interest in makeup. Like, no matter what, I'll put on a powder, I'll put on lipstick or lip gloss, whatever I'm going out. So when I watched the video, it gingered me. I went to the market the next day. I got my first makeup brush, which was about 5. Yes, I got a foundation and powder and lipstick and eyeshadow. Just bought the necessary things. I came to the hostel. I was trying it on my face. Okay, let's leave makeup aside and come to cooking. So, talking about myself is going to take about 2 to 3 episodes, but I'm going to round up this episode for now. But I'll talk about the other parts of myself, my cooking aspects, my hobbies, the things I like to do and things I don't like to do in subsequent videos. Please, I would like you to like, subscribe, comment, leave a comment down below, and share this video to everyone. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. I love you all.